Hello everyone, this is Matt from Railworld Review, and today I'm going to show you what it looks like to have 8 years of soldering experience, or at least for me. So this is a Samsung J7, and pretty much all I'm going to do is take off this charging port, grab the heat gun. I have it at 400 degrees Celsius, I believe, and the airflow is at 120, whatever that means. And all I'm doing is hitting it with heat for about 15 seconds, and then after that I can kind of lift up the charging port and it flies off like this. Next, what I'm going to do is remove all the solder that's on these pins. And for some reason, I thought it was a good idea to put my hand in the way. So you can't really see what I was doing, but pretty much all I was doing is just getting rid of that solder with that solder wick, obviously. And as you can see, not everything looks perfect. I mean, the anchors aren't perfect, and neither are the ones on the inside, but I'll show you why in a few seconds. Also, I did mess up this prong somehow. I don't really know how, but I'm going to move that back into place, and there we go. And now we're going to set the charging port on here. So pretty much what I'm going to do is add a little bit of flux, and I'm going to put some solder on those anchors, so then when I put the charging port on, it has something to sit in. I guess you can tin the pins on the charging port. I generally don't do that, but I haven't really had any issues, but you should do that just in case, especially on big projects. But this one's pretty simple. So I got the flux on everything, and I'm going to just set it down a little bit, and I'm going to add some heat. And if you follow this process, definitely want to make sure you grab it, because it's just going to fly away, especially if you have the airflow set to high. I'm hitting this with heat and waiting for the solder to melt so I can just set this down. And it looks pretty even. Obviously I can see the pins and see that they're resting on the pads. And this little plastic piece is going to melt. There's no anchor in there for some reason. I don't know why they put it in, but I just normally throw that away. And after that, I'm going to hit the pins with some solder. It looks like I kind of messed up on one, but I cleaned it up, so everything will look good. Then I add some more to the anchors, and for some reason I forgot to get the top right one, or I mean, just in the video it looks worse than it really is. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I add some rubbing alcohol to clean it up. I make sure that it doesn't get into that microphone on the right side, but generally I'll test it out, and if I break that, I'll just put a new one on. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It charges fine, so my job is done. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, or maybe even learned something. I'm not really trying to teach people how to solder, but this is how I do it, and it took me like 5 minutes to do. So if you have any questions or any notes, let me know in the comment section, and as always, thanks for watching.